Hi Stampers, this is Kim with Great Inspirations, and welcome to part 2 of Simply Zinnia video. I apologize for the abrupt ending of part 1. I thought I had hit pause, but I hit stop. And I had to hit it somewhat abruptly because I started feeling a little faint and the room started to go dark. Now, a lot of you know I do not edit my videos because if I make a mistake, I want you to see that because we all make mistakes. It's also an opportunity that I can show you how I recover from a mistake and how you might be able to recover from that same mistake. But this is a little more than a mistake. But however, if you are filming a video and you begin to feel faint, stop. You can always start over, or you can be unlike me and hit the pause button and then start over, or you can just do part 2 of your video, and that's what I'm doing. So some of you may remember from part 1 that we were working with the Simply Zinnia stamp set from Stampin' Up, and here are the images. And then here is the stamp set. And then we also have the dies, and here are the die cuts. And I am sitting down, so if you hear something creaky, it's my chair. But I'm also having a more difficult time seeing the screen. So I'll see if I get this centered. But there are what the dies cut out. And we had put together this gatefold card right here. We did this one together. And then we had put together the faux window card. We did this one together. And we had started work on this card, this 3D happy birthday card. We're going to make the flower 3D. And that's when I started feeling not so good. So we have this Melon Mambo card base. And it is just a regular card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And inside we had put the inside panel. And it's basic white, and it's just 4 by 5 1/4. We had stamped our image and the sentiment. Then we had put our designer series paper on the card base where we had stamped multiples of the Zinnia image. Now, as I said in the previous video, all the measurements and the supplies I used for all the cards, the ones we made together and the ones I made on my own, that will be found on my corresponding blog post, and the link to that blog post will be in the description of this video and also in the description of part 1 of this video. So let's continue this card. We need to put together a zinnia, so I have cut out 3 of the die cuts. I have 2 of these, which this one right here, or it's this one right here. If you look at these, the center of this one is larger. That's the one I'm using for the top because I want to put the center of my flower. I want to have plenty of room to adhere that. And then this one has a smaller center. I've cut 2 with this die. I did one in real red and one in Melon Mambo. And then I took a sponge dauber and just added some real red ink here and there. I did the same for our top layer of petals, just to give it a little bit of depth and dimension. And now we're going to put these together. I'm going to use some glue dots. Perhaps. There we go. just going to put a glue dot on the back side, kind of adhere. Stagger the petals as best you can. Now we're going to put another glue dot on the back side. Oh, I didn't want to use I wanted to use the red one. See if we can peel these apart. Yep. So we get the red one in here. Okay, now we need to take this glue dot off. Get rid of that one, and then we'll add another one on the back side of the real red petals. There we go, and then I just kind of always fluff them up a little. I'm going to put the center in, and again I'll use a glue dot for that. And then we have this little ring of a floret ring. I guess that's something that the bees and birds use to get the nectar and help to pollinate. They're little pollinators. So we're going to put that right there, and I think I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid adhesive, a little bit of glue. Very little bit. That should do it. Put that right there. Then we need to add our stem. So I'm going to flip this over. Oh, I could have left that glue dot on there. And we're going to just put our glue dot on the back, and then this has a nice round area that you can use. Well, my glue dot came off. Well, that glue dot is no longer useful. Now see, things happen, and it's okay. You just keep going on. Here we go. And there's our flower. And now for the little stems, or the leaves, onto the stems. Let's see. How about, let's use some glue. Bring our glue back out. Won't take much. There's one. And yes, I'm putting the glue on the right side of the die cut. And there's our flower. It looks like it's sort of bending over a little. Okay, now we're ready to adhere it to our card base. And I'm going to use some dimensionals to do that. So let's get those. Put one here on the leaf. Put one up here. And that should do it. going to take my scissors and just kind of trim off that little piece of that leaf. There we go. There's our flower. And then we have our happy birthday. And I use the wanted to say dies to cut out my happy birthday. If you wanted to, you could stamp a sentiment on some cardstock and put it there. But these little words here were very dainty, so I took my cardstock and I put some adhesive sheets on the back. These have adhesive on both sides, so you just peel it off, put it on your cardstock, and then do your die cutting. Then all you have to do is get the backing off your die cut. There we go. And then you're ready to place it wherever you care to place it. I'm going to place this on its shadow. Just line it up as best you can. There's the happy, and now we do the birthday. Just peeling off that backing. Sometimes it's easier than other times. We get the rest of it. We have our birthday. There we go, there's our happy birthday. And you could put this on dimensionals if you like, or you can just adhere it down. I think for this one I'm going to put it on dimensionals. Maybe two more. See if I can get the backs off with my take your pick tool. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Looks like it's working for me today. And then we're just going to find where we want to put our happy birthday. Just put it wherever you like. I think I'm going to put it right here. And there it is, our happy birthday. And on this card I used some sequins, and I have some of those right here. These are the shiny sequins. They are part of this Simply Zinnia bundle. So let's use some of those. I think I put 5. Yes, I put 5 on the card. Let's see. Maybe put one over here. And there we go. There is our 3D little flower card. Now on this one I did put some twine, but I didn't have any twine that looked really good with these colors. I could have used white, but I think it'll look just fine like that. So there is our 3D flower card. Just put that right over here. I'm trying to see again. Okay, and we had our faux window card, and we made the gatefold cards. So there are those cards, and I made with the Simply Zinnia bundle, the stamp set, and the dies. And I used the Designer Series paper and the sequins that are also included in the Flowering Zinnias bundle. And also in that bundle there is an embossing folder that is a zinnia pattern. Now there is a piece of Designer Series paper in that pack that looks like this. Stampin' Up! Has put these types of designs in paper packs for some time now. And what you can do, it's a quick and easy way to make some cards, because you just cut it in half at 6 inches, and then you cut each of the strips that you get that will be 6 by 12. You cut them in half. You cut this in half, and then you cut at 4 inches. So you will have a total of 12 pieces that you can use on card fronts, just like this. This is what I did. Now, when you cut these out, they'll be 6 by 4. For an A2 card front, for the first layer, you want that to be 4, which these will be, but by 5 1/4. So you need to decide where to trim, because you're going to have a piece that will have white at the top and then these at the bottom. Now on these, because I wanted to stamp the greeting right on the paper, I kept more of the white at the top. I did not trim at the top, I trimmed at the bottom to make it 5 1/4. If you decide you want to put your greeting on a mat, you can trim more of the white away. But this is what I used to make these 3 cards. And like I say, you will get 6 cards from one sheet, and there are 2 of those sheets in the pack of paper, so you could have in theory 12 cards like this. And I think that would make a very nice gift set to give to your friends and loved ones, so that they can send birthday greetings or send a thank you note to the people in their lives as well. So these are just some little bonus cards. This one is in Gorgeous Grape, this one is in the Melon Mambo, and this one is in Crushed Curry. And the directions for these and the supplies will also be on my corresponding blog post. So thank you for joining me today, and thank you for putting up with a 2-part video. Until next time, stamp happy!